Welcome again to our YouTube channel. My name is Stephanie from Stand Up Media Studios. Today we are going to learn on how to export photos using Lightroom. And how do you export your photos after you have edited them, you have done the color grading, and now you are ready to edit or to export your photos, maybe for printing or for posting your social media channels like Facebook or Instagram or any other website that you wanted to post. The sizes require and the size of the export depending with the where the intending use of the image, because if you want image for printing, you want them to be of at least good megapixels, and if you want to post at a certain website that doesn't require that heavy file, you need to export at a certain size without losing quality. So this is what you do. You go to the library at this point, and then you select the photos that you want to export, and then you can go to export. Okay, or you can select them here and then you right click and go to export, and you click the export. So here you're going to select the folder and where the location that you want to send your photos. You can choose, and maybe you customize. Mine I'm going to send it here. Then you can put them to the subfolder maybe, or you call it samples, and then you go down here, file naming. You can rename your files to maybe to a certain name that you want. And then there is down here we have the file settings. So we export with the JPEG, and then color display we select as RGB. Behind the quality we set the 68. There's no difference if you set a quality at 68, and more than that it's always giving you the same outcome. So the rest is image sizing, and that's where we're going to select the size that we want. So here you can select the width and height, and then you select you set the one that you need. You can use dimension, long edge, short edge, megapixel, or even percentage. Here we're going to select the long edge so that we can have our target pixels, and then we're going to use 5,000 pixels, and then the resolution we're going to use 240 pixels per inch. For sharpening, we are going to select the sharpening for screen and amount. We set it low. Then we are going to use the metadata here, and then we are going to, this is the details of the image. If you right click the image after export, you're going to find some details like the mode of the camera, the lens, the date, and the location. And to avoid all this, you just select the copyright only. And then for the watermark, this is where you find some photos and they have a certain watermark. What you do, you can edit the watermark that you want, and here we have already put the watermark sample, or you can adjust. Let's say that you want this to be export, and then you set where you want them to appear. And then maybe we want them to appear at the end, and then we can set the vertical and horizontal and vertical, or even the color that we want. We want color black, let's say. Maybe you want color black. Okay. And then maybe we want the shadows, or we don't want shadows. So then we save this as export, and then we create. And then once we export our photos, it will have a watermark. Then post-processing after export, what do? We do nothing, or we can open in Adobe Photoshop if we don't have much more images to export. You can imagine a situation where you have already more than 100 images, and you click here open in Adobe Photoshop, and then your Photoshop is booming with more than 100 photos, and maybe you don't want to adjust them or to edit them using the Photoshop. So it's very important to make sure that when you're not using it to select, you're doing nothing, so that you can be able to select only those few images you want to edit in Photoshop. And then you just hit export, and your photos are ready to be exported. Your photos will be ready for export. So that is how you edit and export photos using the Lightroom, and select the ideal size that you want. And also if you wanted to select the dimension that you want, and that is how you extremely edit and export photos using the Lightroom. As I say, Lightroom is very flexible. It's very important to learn that, and I keep insisting when you're shooting, make sure you shoot it all. It will give you an ideal way to edit photos in a better and a good manner, so that you can get a quality and adjust and manipulate the photo the way you want. This is Son of Media Studios, and we keep learning how to shoot, editing, and photography all the way at our studios. And if you're here, thank you very much for tuning in. And for those who have not yet subscribed, hit our subscription button, and also you you click the bell so that you can get notification when we post a new video. Let us keep learning together. Let us keep stay and keep being safe. Thank you very much. Until next time, God bless you.